Alright guys, so many of you have written into me saying that you have a hard time with sugar and dealing with sugar addiction. Now in today's video, I want to share with you guys something that I call the 5-2-1 sugar formula. There's a lot of reasons for being hooked on sugar that range from physiological all the way to emotional, but I want to share with you a core framework that has worked really well for me and many of my clients. What's up guys, I'm Alex Hine, author of the book Master the Day. Now, the thing with sugar is that it can be really complicated. I've had people that are eating sugar because they're super depressed or they feel like that's the only way they can control their life. There's a lot of stuff changing around them and they don't feel in control. And I've also had people who just have low blood sugar because they hardly eat throughout the day. They're always snacking, so they're always on the verge of hunger, so they're always in binge mode constantly. They eat this much and then they want to crave a donut an hour later, and they just go right to the worst foods possible. But in the average case, for average people, there are usually just a few things that come up, and that's why I ended up putting together what I call this 5-2-1 framework. So the 5, first of all, stands for 5 days of the week, during the week, just don't stock it in your house. I know this sounds harder to do if maybe you live with somebody else or maybe you're still living at home, but what I found is the most common trigger is what I call availability. The availability trigger is simple. It's just if it's there, we're going to eat it. If it's there and it's accessible, we're just going to consume it. It's just like if there's a couch and there's a TV, you get off work or you get off school, you're going to sit down in it. But if you have no TV and you have no couch, there's nowhere for you to sit down, there's nowhere for you to watch TV, and so maybe you're going to use your time more productively. Well, that's what I find is true generally with a lot of us, sugar and eating junk food. So 5 days of the week, just don't stock it and don't buy it, and leave it anywhere in your house. The 2 here stands for having a little something something. Now, the point here is not to restrict everything fun. You've tried it just as I have. The things you restrict that you still want only create that binge, that elastic kind of effect. It's like when you're talking to someone you're interested in. The harder they are to get, the more you want them. And people turn all kinds of dating psychology games into this exact phenomenon, that whole rubber band effect. The more they play hard to get, but they're still there a little bit, they haven't completely run away, the more you want them, right? It's the exact same thing with sugar. It's the exact same thing with junk. So 2 days a week, give yourself permission to have a little something something, which may mean, I don't know, 2 squares of chocolate or a cookie or a brownie or something else. I find that for me, the most common time that I want it is after dinner. Maybe there's a little break, or I'm watching TV, or I'm doing something that's relaxing, I feel a little bit bored, and I want to have just something a little bit sweet. So 2 days of the week, throw that into your meals. And then the 1 in this formula basically stands for 1 day a week, just go all out. You know, it's your classical cheat day, which means you can essentially, within reason, have whatever you want. If you're down at that coffee shop on Saturday morning like I like to be, then you can have your donut there, or your croissant, or you can get that little packet of cookies, whatever they have behind the counter. If you're out and you're going to a party or you're going out to a restaurant, get that chocolate mousse cake, whatever it is. Indulge, because you still, at the end of the day, you still have to live your life. So the way I think about it with myself, rather than breaking down all these different strategies, is to think about the 5-2-1 framework on a daily basis. So I hope that helps, guys. Before you go, leave a comment there below. Again, your daily habit for today, use the 5-2-1 to work on breaking the addiction to sugar. And just at the end of the day, you, just like me, we all have our own unique triggers, and it's all about having insight and self-awareness, because if you know what triggers it, you know why you eat it, when you eat it, then how can you not combat it? Then it's a lot easier to come up with a system for you that works. But before you go, I want you to leave a comment there below. Let me know for you, what do you crave the most when you're looking to binge on sugar? Let me know below. Hey guys, it's Alex. I hope you liked that video. The best way to stay in touch is to first of all download that free guide on my site, 5 daily habits to help you lose your next 20 to 30 pounds. Click the monk to subscribe, watch the last video so you know exactly what's going on there. And if you like this daily habits approach to losing weight and living a better life, check out my book, which is called Master the Day. It's in the description, or you can punch it in on Amazon. And if you send me a receipt to alexander@modernhealthmonk.com, I'll send you a 2-hour bonus video course for free. All right, so go do those 3 things, and I'll catch you in the next video.